Have you ever sat alone at night staring at the ceiling, wondering why a single person has the power to haunt your thoughts? Why no matter how hard you try, their memory slips back into your mind like water seeping through cracks? If that sounds familiar, then stay with me. What you are about to hear could change not just your love life, but your entire way of seeing relationships. Before we begin, take a deep breath. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and stay with me until the very end, because the next few minutes might not only free you from the grip of that person who won't leave your thoughts, they might set you free from every unnecessary attachment that has been weighing on your soul. Let us go back 1800 years to the cold palace halls of Rome, where Emperor Marcus Aurelius, perhaps the loneliest man in the world, would sit by a small oil lamp and write to himself. Not to the Senate, not to the people of Rome, but to his own mind. And in those pages, he wrestled with the same feelings you are wrestling with right now: love, loss, longing, and the battle to let go. Today we will walk with him, step by step, rule by rule. Rule 1. Remember that nothing is truly yours. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. Think about that person you can't stop thinking about. You never truly possessed them. You never owned their thoughts, their emotions, or their freedom. What you had, even in love, then was a momentary alignment of paths. The Stoics remind us what is given can be taken away, and nothing external was ever truly ours. Not a lover, not a friend, not even this very moment, except for how we choose to respond to it. Letting go begins with seeing clearly. This person was never your property. Their leaving, their silence, or even their rejection does not take anything away from your soul, unless you allow it to. Rule 2. Train the mind, not the heart. Marcus often wrote as if speaking to his own soul. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses. When you find yourself obsessing over someone, your heart races, your stomach turns, but it is the mind that allows the storm to continue. The Stoic approach is to train the mind, to talk to yourself like Marcus did. Say to yourself, "Yes, I miss them. Yes, my body aches for them. But is this thought serving me? Or am I feeding a fire that burns my peace?" Write it down, reflect. Each time your mind drifts toward them, bring it back. Like a horse that keeps running off the path, guide it gently back to the road. This is how a Stoic frees himself from obsession, not by killing emotion, but by guiding thought. Rule 3. Accept the nature of change. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom yourself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are. Marcus Aurelius. You once thought this person would stay in your life forever. Perhaps you imagined a future together. But the universe moves by change. People grow apart. Circumstances shift. The Stoic does not curse this reality as he accepts it. Ask yourself, if everything must change, why do I resist this change? To let go, you must embrace impermanence as a law of nature, not as an enemy. The seasons do not resist the coming of winter. Why should you resist the passing of this chapter in your life? Rule 4. See them as they really are. One of Marcus's most practical techniques was to strip away illusions. When you are offended at any man's fault, immediately turn to yourself and reflect in what manner you yourself have erred. When you are in love or longing, you see the other person as perfect, a dream, an ideal. This makes letting go harder, so practice what Marcus did. Strip away the illusion. See them not as a goddess or savior, but as a human being and with flaws, needs, fears, and mistakes just like you. This does not mean you hate them. It means you free them from the pedestal you built. The more real they become in your mind, the less power their ghost has over you. Rule 5. Reclaim your power of choice. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. In the same way, if this thought does not serve you, do not dwell on it. You may feel powerless, but every time you choose to replay a memory, stalk their social media, or imagine what could have been, you are actively choosing to suffer. Marcus would remind himself daily, "Today I will not be ruled by passions." Each day is a new chance to exercise your freedom of choice. Choose not to indulge the thought. Choose to step back. Choose to redirect your mind to what you can control. Rule 6. Turn pain into discipline. Pain is not a signal to collapse. It is a signal to grow. Marcus endured wars, plagues, betrayal, and the death of children, yet he wrote, The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. If this heartbreak feels unbearable, let it forge you into something stronger. Wake up earlier. Train your body. Learn a new skill. Journal every morning. Let your suffering turn you into a disciplined, grounded person. This is not just distraction, it is transformation. Rule 7. Meditate on death. This may sound dark, but the Stoics believed remembering death was a path to peace. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Imagine your time is short. Would you still spend today thinking endlessly about someone who has already left your life? Or would you live fully, love deeply, and be present for those still with you? Meditating on mortality puts everything into perspective. What feels unbearable now becomes a small ripple in the ocean of existence. Rule 8. Choose virtue over desire. Marcus valued virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, temperance, and over everything. When you long for someone who does not love you back, you are tempted to abandon your dignity, begging for their attention, losing your self-respect, even compromising your values. Stop, choose virtue. Choose to act in a way that would make your highest self proud. This is how you walk away with your head high, even if your heart still aches. Rule 9. Be grateful for what remains. Do not indulge in dreams of what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess. You still have life. You still have breath. You still have friends, opportunities, a mind capable of reason. Gratitude pulls you back from the pit of obsession. Each morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Train your mind to see abundance, not lack. Rule 10. Live in accord with nature. Finally, Marcus reminds us, live according to nature. And what is natural? To love, to lose, to grieve, and to grow. You are not broken because you cannot stop thinking about them. You are human. But nature also calls you forward. Life does not end with one heartbreak. The river flows on. There are new friendships, new joys, new seasons ahead, if only you will let go of the past and step into the present. Final reflection. My friend, you have walked with Marcus Aurelius through 10 Stoic rules, not just to let go of someone, but to let go of anything that holds your soul captive. You do not need to erase your memories. You do not need to hate the person you once loved. You only need to see clearly, accept reality, and reclaim the freedom of your mind. Heartbreak is not your enemy. It is your teacher. So tonight, when the memory comes, speak to yourself as Marcus would. This too is according to nature. This too I can endure. This too will pass. And then breathe. And then live. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.